What is David really trying to say complaining about this drug testing?
Welcome to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing. Make sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Seriously, hit it like it owes you money. Want to go the extra mile? Drop a super chat or donate to the Cash App, because who doesn't love supporting quality content? Catch me live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. See you there.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing the fight between David Benavidez and David Morrell, the battle of the Davids. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. So let's get to it. Now, I'm trying to figure out what is going on with David Benavidez complaining about David Morrell and the drug testing for this fight. The first time I heard anything about it was during the David Morrell press conference, when David Benavidez got on the mic and was like, "All right, I'm gonna just say it. Why you ain't taking no drug test?" And so now when he said that, I thought about so many things, because let's just go through what we do know. David Morrell has been under suspicion of using PEDs. And I guess anybody that's really just getting these knockouts like that, a lot of people try to question if they're quote unquote using PEDs. So, but David Morrell packs a punch. He has a lot of power, and people have been questioning, what's up with him? Is he using PEDs? Did he decide to live and stay where he's at because of the drug testing rules? It's all of these conspiracies and things going around David Morrell and the choices he's made, and if he's using PEDs. Now, on the other hand, we got David Benavidez, who, as a lot of you know, is associated with Memo Heredia, who was a buddy back in the Balco days with Victor Conte, right? So for some reason, Victor Conte and Memo Heredia are continuously going back and forth with each other about who's cheating and who's doing what and this and that, except this time Memo has seemed to take his aim at VADA. He hasn't said anything to Victor that I'm aware of specifically, but he is questioning the VADA testing. Like, what's up with the VADA testing? Why are we going 15 days without VADA testing? What's up with the VADA testing? Now, this whole situation to me is a little weird, because Memo, you've been buddies with the steroid man. And I know a lot of people say, well, he didn't do steroids, he gave PEDs. PEDs, steroids, y'all know what I mean when we say that. You've been buddies with the PED man. You know how to circumvent and overcome testing and all the tricks of the trade and everything that you learned from Victor, right? So you're complaining about the VADA test when you know that VADA testing is not the end all be all. You know there's ways around the testing. You know there's ways to beat the testing. So that just made me start thinking, like, I understand if David Morrell has been under the suspicion. Listen, I'm not accusing anybody of anything in this video. Let me just say that. I'm not accusing anybody of anything in this video. I'm not putting that jacket on nobody. I'm just telling you what the word is on the street. And then I'm just giving you my 2 cents with what the word been on the street, what the drama been, and kind of my perception of it. So Big Supreme told me, shout out Big Supreme. I know y'all know Big Supreme. Y'all can join me live every Friday, 6:30 p.m. and every Sunday at 5 p.m. Come hop on the panel, drop your 2 cents. But Big Supreme, who's my makeshift co-host a little bit on my live streams, very knowledgeable guy about the sport, he said, hey, 2 cent, do you think David Benavidez is scared? And I said, why? What? I said, what? Why would you think David Benavidez is scared? And he's like, because he's complaining about the drug testing. We never heard David Benavidez complain about drug testing before. We don't know if he's ever fought anybody that's been under heavy scrutiny for using PEDs. We don't know that, but he Big Supreme just kind of came at it at an angle like maybe he just trying to set up the excuse for the loss, for the knockout, if he get knocked out or if he lose. And that's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it. Let me know and drop it below if y'all think that David Benavidez is feeling some type of way about this fight. Y'all stick around to the end of the video because I'm gonna give my 2 cents about the fight. And so that's what's going on with Memo and Victor, right? They're going back and forth. So Victor come out and he's like, oh, Tom Brown Promotions. Basically, he came out saying, oh, they doing a good job. They pay for the most expensive testing, this and this and that, whatever, right? Which I thought was very contradictory on Victor's part to come out and say how good of a job they were doing, because I remember seeing him on an interview with manager Marty complaining about Al Heyman and Tom Brown Promotions and the testing and how they like to keep it secret and they don't like to release the results and all of this other stuff. But now they doing a good job, Victor. And I just brought up Victor in that point to point out Victor likes to switch sides, and he likes to go with whatever's convenient at the time. Yeah. I want y'all to pay attention to Victor moving forward and watch how he constantly contradicts himself and he constantly switch sides so that he can be right in a situation. For one situation, it's contamination. It could be this, it could be that. For this situation, oh, it ain't contamination. If it is contamination, it's up to him. He don't deserve no pass. Oh, when you're talking to Marty about PBC, Al Heyman, Tom Brown Promotion, all of them, oh, they keep the testing secret. They don't want nobody to know the results and this and that. As if PBC is the only company that likes to keep the testing secret, which they are not. But that's another video. I'm not going to get off topic. But I just wanted to point that out about Victor being contradictory and flipping sides and taking whatever side he needs to take for it to be convenient for him so he can go at somebody else. Moving forward, I want y'all to watch that from Victor. But I don't know really what's going on with David Benavidez complaining about this drug test. And I'm like, dude, like, I get it. You want a fair fight, but they're making a really big deal about this. So I think it's one of two things. I think it could be one, like Big Supreme said, maybe Benavidez feeling some type of way and he want everybody to know, hey, if I get knocked out, the dude was on PEDs and he ain't do the proper testing. Or it could be two, listen, I want this fight on an even playing field. I don't want nobody to have no extra nothing. We both gonna be even. It's gonna be a fair fight, and we finna get in the ring and see who the best is. But what do you all think? Which one y'all think it is? The first one, y'all think he's scared, or the second one, he just want to make sure he having a fair fight? Because I ain't never really seen Benavidez acting like this. Benavidez usually like, hey, what's up? You want to get in the ring? Let's get in the ring and go. He sells his fights very well. He got this little calm, angry thing about him that gets, get the crowd going, get the people interested in the fights. But this side, this kind of characteristic, he may throw some shots every now and then, but I haven't seen him keep complaining and bringing up, drug testing. And another point I wanted to make real quick is, ain't David Benavidez the A side? David, aren't you the A side? Why didn't you have the testing the way you wanted the testing done? And that's why I'm a little confused at what's really going on. Like, how are y'all having issues with the testing, David, when you're the one that's the A side? I could see if Morell was complaining about you, but you're the one that's the A side. So how are you complaining about the testing? So I don't know. I just want to hop on here real quick and make a quick video about that, give my 2 cents about the situation. And I think the fight, the David versus David, is going to be a good fight. Me personally, my 2 cents about the fight, I think that David Benavidez is going to be able to pull it off. I think that Morell's lack of experience in the ring is going to play a big part in this fight. And I also think that Morell power is not translating the same at 175 pounds. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments about David Benavidez kind of acting out of character about this whole drug test thing, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you think. Drop me your 2 cents below in the comments. Follow me on IG at 2 cents boxing and follow me on X at 2 cents 20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.